Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. It's me, Wordy Girl. I am here finally. Sorry for the delay. Yes. Open the dictionary. I might be there. Well, hello, maybe. Anyways, I see NX is here, Seth is here, Daz is here, Mama Buckle is here. Loud fan, yes. The fan is loud, and one of the fan has been loud the whole time. But one of the things, oh yes, Stream Cartographer's here as well. I see you. Heyo. The problem is I didn't start my beach waves. So the thing is, I kept saying sorry for the fan, but I realized some of you guys didn't hear the fan because the beach waves were there. And the beach waves kind of drown out the fan. So let's turn the beach waves on. All right. Let me mute myself for a second. Alright, you guys are back. Welcome back from the ads. Please let me know if my microphone is too loud. Not the fan, but my voice. I do not want to be glitching out and my voice be too loud. Like the gain, I'm saying. The gain, when I watched my VODs, I've heard that my voice was very low in comparison to everything else going on. But then when I tried to, because my gain was up higher before, when I tried to turn my gain up now, then I don't know if it's going to sound too bad. But then when I turned my gain down, it seemed like I was too low. So please, guys, let me know how my voice sounds. And I've been trying to talk into the microphone like this because I know also if I'm far away from it, you won't hear me well. Oh, Nisimus Prime is here. Hello. Welcome to the stream. I did see you earlier saying howdy, brother, to Seth. What are we getting into? Well, I was supposed to be doing riding sprints today, trying to catch up on some summer camp and stuff like that, but I'm also running promo for Twitch subscribes, but also if you guys do donate to my Ko-fi and my either my Ko-fi or my Patreon or my support page, tip if you do, !tip, handsome coast will put support page in the chat, and if you do support me through PayPal or Cash App or Ko-fi, those are the preferred methods because that will get the money to me fastest, then fun things can happen on the stream. But if you do just do it through Twitch, through bits and subscribes, that's appreciated as well, but it won't get the money to me immediately, unfortunately. But we do like to support Twitch, as always. Seth says, what were you saying about the fan? What I was saying was the fan has been on all month, as I was constantly apologizing for it in the beginning of the month, but then people stopped commenting on it. I mean, at first people weren't commenting on it at all. I was just bringing it up myself. But then people just act like they stopped noticing it, so I stopped talking about it. And then this thing happened where I started, and I didn't even stream too many times without the island waves. The island waves are what made... Why is that all lighting up? Okay. The island waves make the fan less hearable, I think, because there's already a sound with the waves and the wind, and the fan just blends in with that. But before I had that, I was constantly apologizing for the fan. I was also muting myself when I wasn't talking, because I was saying that it's just going to be annoying to hear a fan in the background, so I just muted myself when I wasn't talking. But when I listened back to my VODs, they didn't sound that bad, and the fan didn't sound too loud, but I know it can be annoying to some people. But when I listened back to my VODs with the beach waves, I was like, hey, I don't really hear the fan. I mean, like, I can know that it's the fan, but somebody who doesn't know it's the fan might just come in and, a VOD. Yes. I call it VOD when it's actually VOD. I know. People pronounce it VOD. VOD. I don't say VOD. That's weird. For some reason, I don't say it. But I know people say it. But when I listened back to my VOD, I did not hear the fan as pronounced. So I said, well. Brother of Claude. See, this is where people are gonna start making fun of me, because on stream people have tried to get me to say rhyming words on purpose, because they know that I say the words differently even though they rhyme. Una does not understand. What does that mean? So basically, I think that Mama Buckle is saying Vaude is a brother of Claude, because Vaude should be pronounced the same way Claude should be pronounced, but I wouldn't pronounce it that way. I would say Vaude like Vaude. And if somebody says Claude like Claude, that's weird. So I would, if you say Vaude, that's funny. I would not say Vaude. I already don't say that. I say VOD. But if I were to say Vaude, I would say Vaude like Bod and Maud. I wouldn't say it like Claude and Maud, like Onesimus has added on. But I'm weird, and everybody likes to make fun of my accent. Yes, I knew somebody was gonna ask. Mama says, what region are you from exactly? And the thing is, I'm from Michigan. From Detroit, Michigan, and even in Detroit, Michigan especially, people are like, where are you from? I'm like, Detroit. And they're like, Detroit? Like, I'm like, yes! And they're like, you do not sound like you're from Detroit. So that, yeah, I don't know what my accent is, honestly. And the funny thing is, my siblings all say things differently also. And sometimes we're in a room talking, and then people are like, oh, somebody says this like this. That's weird. I say it like this. And we're all like, yeah. And then they say, and I say it like this. And then we're like, wait, what? You say that? And then the siblings start fighting over how we say things. I don't know. We had very varied Californian. Oh, well, I don't know if I've heard that before. Some people have thought that, there we go. Some people have thought that I was from other countries. Somebody thought that I was from Europe, like from England. I was like, I don't think this is how an English accent sounds. Somebody thought that I was from Africa. Somebody thought that I was from a different state, I think, but I don't think it was California. I don't think I've ever heard that before, but maybe. Dad says wordy. This like saying VOD? Oh my god, that's so odd. Let's bury this issue under the sod. Meanwhile, for lunch, I should have cod with my friend Todd, who drives a hot rod. Yes, this is what my chat does. They decide to start putting rhyming poems in the chat because one time there was one about Beale. And when I say Beale, it's Samar, the Fae, the Fairy, the Lizard of the Desert. Welcome in, how are you? Yes. And it was Beale, like Beale, Wheel, Feel, and they're like, you say Beale. I'm like, do you want me to say Bill? It's weird to say Bill to me. I say Beale for some reason. It's so funny. But yes, welcome in, Samar, with the butterflies. Una says, funny, I knew you sounded different than most streamers, but to me it is, I understand more of what she says and almost always know where one word ends and the next starts. Well, that's a compliment. I'm glad that I enunciate properly so that you can actually understand. I try to make sure that I'm understandable, especially because I do have an international audience. And if English is not your first language, sometimes when people are like, it's like, what did they say? So I'm glad that you don't have that with me. NX says people People say I have a British accent. They do? I would love to hear how you sound, NX. What? It says Mama Buckle. Yeah. Seth says, because we know you read all chats aloud. Yeah, I read most chats aloud. Now, sometimes I skim them and say, let me skip that one. But usually you guys are pretty good at making it where it's not bad for me to read them aloud. Yeah, I'm glad it helps. So yeah, are you sure about that, says an X? It's odd, but that's COD of the bombs. What? But yes, I was in a server for, you guys will know, Daz knows, Escape This Podcast. They're Australians, so they have an international Discord server, and one day everybody was talking about collar, like collar, and then caller, like caller, and then color, like color, and koala and cola. And everybody was like sending voice messages and trying to differentiate between those words. And then some people were like, you sound like you're saying the same word all the time. And then some people were like, I hear differences. And I'm like, I don't hear differences. So it's funny to hear the different regions and pronunciations. And even some people who were from the States like me said it differently. Some of the Australians and British people said it differently from each other and from their own regions too, which is, it's just funny. I like languages and accents. I do. It's fun and interesting to see and hear how people communicate. Bob of the Cods makes sense, says Samar. Dad says, I mistakenly thought you lived in South Carolina. Hello from Georgia, says Daz. Well, hello. I don't know where South Carolina came from, but cool. But yeah, I'm in Detroit, Michigan. In the 313, as they say. When you hold up your hand and you do this to show you're from Detroit, and I'm probably not pointing at the right part. For shame. I'm from here, so I don't know exactly the right part. I know vaguely the right part, but there's probably going to be some very particular people that say, hey, you did it wrong. I still recall the Marley Molly incident. Yes, Samar is also in the Escape This Podcast Discord. And one day, I knew that Bill was saying Marley. I knew that Bill was saying Marley, but a lot of the audience thought Bill was saying Molly as a name. So, like, half of the audience, it was like a Laurel Yanny, where half the audience were listening to it, and it was a whole arc. So then, some people were like, Molly so-and-so, and then some people were like, Marley so-and-so. Like, wait, who's Molly? They were like, wait, the name is Marley? And it was so funny when that happened, and Bill had to actually tell what name it was, because people did not know what he was saying. Una says, why languages? Why do you have several accents? NX thought I was in Chicago? What? Okay. Mama Buckles says, Irish accent is peak. Yes, I like Irish accents. Now, the thing about me is I can try to do an Irish accent and try to do a Scottish accent, but I'm one of those people who, when I hear them, I can sometimes tell them apart, but I cannot do them differently. I don't want to do it wrong. EJ Sean, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for the lurking. God bless, much success, and prayers, love, and hydrate always. I appreciate you stopping by. EJ Sean is another writing streamer. A lot of writing streamers in the chat right now. Onesimus asks, were you a theater girl? Well, the funny thing is, I was homeschooled, and we didn't necessarily do actual plays while I was growing up, like big plays, but we've always loved acting and putting on shows for our family. And, you know, I do audio dramas and stuff even now. I was part of some plays at churches that we fellowshipped with and stuff like that. So, not a theater girl in the sense of traditional, but I do love acting and I do love that. NX says, I was a theater boy. Nice. Let's see. Catch up on the chat. Samar says, they were like, who is Molly? When you're reading guesses. Exactly. Una says, I like languages and don't dislike the theory about accents, but I can't keep track. Exactly. Seth asks, what promo? Yes. So, like I was saying earlier, there is a promo for if you do gift subs right now. The 5 gifted subs will be 35% off on my channel. But also, if you do donate directly to me, as I had put earlier in the chat, Handsome Co-host places this link. If you do click the support link and tip directly through Ko-fi or PayPal, or even Cash App, that would be greatly appreciated, and fun things will happen on the stream because I get the money right away. But I do appreciate Twitch and subs and cheered bits, but I don't get that right away. It's a monthly payout that has to meet a threshold. Some of you guys are about to be in an ad. If you are in an ad, exclamation point ads to let me know. Exclamation point back to let me know that you are back. Let's see. Let's see. Oh yeah, Samar says it was a caught murder in the US and Canada running into non-erotic Australian accents. Yes. I say caught different than cot, but some people say cot and cot like that. After the ad, I'm going to do the random wheel. Alright, let's see. For those of you who have not ads, and if you are subscribed, much love, I appreciate you being subscribed and not having ads, or if you are paying for Twitch Turbo, that's great too, because you are supporting the platform, so much love to you. Somebody has started a heist, exclamation point, heist to join. I saw earlier, everybody got caught in the heists, unfortunately. They got caught in the heists. But, this time, hopefully, we'll have better success. We'll see. Alright, let's see. I think that people are in ads now. So, while in ads, let's try to set up some stuff on my end. We are supposed to be doing, prints. Yeah, NX, you were bored because I wasn't there yet. Samar is back, I think. And IEN only had one ad. Interesting. Uh-oh. Some people have more ads. Alright, welcome back from the ads. Oh no! Half of the spy team was captured again! But I got out and so did an X. Well, an X says my bad to Samar, which means it was an X's fault. Everyone else got captured. What are we gonna tell Commander NX since it was your fault? Alright, let's go back, because the chat was kind of a lot going on. And then we also have to get the random will for Seth. Alright. Run the room. And to Seth for the random wheel spin. And I will catch up on chat shortly. Alrighty, thank you so much for the wheel spin, Seth. Oh my goodness. Secret about myself. I don't know how many times this has to be up here on the wheel, and I should probably take it off by now. Alright, here is a secret. Alright, well, I guess I will tell a secret, Dreams as I remember getting that. Yeah, so basically that is almost every other time the random wheel is spun, that happens. Just hilarious. I will tell a secret, I guess. I don't know if I told this on the stream, but when I was little, there was this show. It was called Chalk Zone, and basically Chalk Zone was a show where wait, BYG official is in the chat. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. Yes, I have 2 cameras. I actually have 3, but we're showing 2 for now. Welcome in. I appreciate you stopping by. Sorry if I missed the chat. I will go back to it after this this secret that I have to tell. Yeah, you remember that show, NX? Yes. NX and I are, I think, the same age. So, a lot of those shows we both remember. So basically, yes. Chalk Zone was a show where this boy named Rudy had a piece of magic chalk, and he could draw anything. And they were just like in a white world, like a chalkboard kind of, but only it was all white. And then he could draw doors and go in them, and all this stuff was happening. And there was a girl there, I think, named Penny as well. And then there was a little blue guy. I don't even remember what that little guy was named. I need to watch Chalk Zone again. But anyways, the main character, Sheriff. Kind of like Harold's Purple Crayon, yes. I have not seen that, but I've heard about it, and I believe that is a similar thing. I don't know which one was first, but Chalk Zone was where the boy named Rudy would draw. Oh, it's a book! Ah, I should have known. I haven't read it either, but that must be where I heard of it. But it probably was inspired by it then, if that was a book. But anyways, I used to have a crush on the character Rudy when I was a little kid. And I would want my chalk to be magical also. And I liked playing with chalk outside just because of that. I honestly did. Oh my goodness. Rudy over Hey Arnold? Is that what you're trying to say? Yes. Yes, Arland around. I know what you're saying. Football head. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, Hey Arnold was pretty cool too, but that was around the same time we were watching Chalk Zone and Hey Arnold. There were a couple of other shows. The thing is, I was a kid who didn't have, Doug. I remember Doug. I was a kid who didn't have cable, so we only watched these shows on the weekends when they had the Saturday morning lineups. During the week, we would watch PBS, which was my favorite. But yeah, on the weekends we'd watch all those Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network shows. Hey Author, Hey Around, Hey Arland, Hey Almond. We know what you're talking about. Odd Squad, yes, Odd Squad is so cool. And Odd Squad, I feel like Sesame Street. I'm sure that's what you mean. I love Sesame Street. Arthur, yes, that must be what you're trying to say. But yes, Odd Squad is actually, I still feel like that's new, but I realize Odd Squad is 10 years old now, and I was like, what? And online they were posting, happy anniversary, Odd Squad, 10 years old. I'm like, 10 years old? That was a show that I felt was newer. But I guess time flies. But we loved Odd Squad because our names really start with O. So we're already agents, me and all my siblings. And I already had the red chucks. I actually got green chucks also. And we just get... Oh yes, Samar! I know that you had a real badge that you got from a PBS person. I have a real badge too, okay? Because we got one because Wild Zoo Guy and I went to Comic-Con last year, and I will link it. We did some funny Odd Squad dance to Up, Down, Left, Right, and we had our suits and our tie and our chucks on, and we had our badges, and we got them from Etsy custom with our real badge number that we would have, because Odd Squad has a special way to determine what your badge number is by the letters in your name. And if your name doesn't start with an O, you have to add the O. But our names already started with O, so we got our actual badge numbers, and the badges are pretty cool. And yes, Odd Squad is math anyway, so yeah. And I will try to link it. I'm going to find it and link it, but it was funny. Let's see. Wild Zoo Guy. It's on Wild Zoo Guy's Instagram, I know. Samar says, I am 41 and got into it for babysitting reasons. Well, I will tell you, Odd Squad is a show that if I have no kids, I would still watch it because it's so cool. It's just so cool. It's, I'm just weird, though. I like to watch kid shows. Regardless of the fact if I'm a kid or not. Why can I not see any... Or was it on TikTok? Maybe it was on TikTok. Okay. And I'm gonna have to quickly mute sight so it's not auto-playing something weird. Because I hardly go on TikTok ever. I can't even find it. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he took it down. Well, let's see. Since I promised a video, I will put this other one that we did. Okay, so this one, I will show it on stream. It's hilarious. This was, we were singing to the new Mufasa movie, My Brother. And we were doing this dance here. I will unmute the site so you guys can hear, and hopefully I do not get a copyright violation for playing this.
I always wanted a brother, I always wanted a brother, I always wanted a brother just like you. And I always wanted a brother, I always wanted a brother, I always wanted a brother just like you.
See that tree? Those birds are watching the...
I always wanted...
It was funny. But we did do the Odds God one. I don't know what he did with it, but we did it. Yeah, so those are the guys' skits that my brother does online sometimes, but he's mainly a wild zoo guy, so he does like animal facts and fun videos. If you want to check him out, please do. In fact, he's gonna try to start streaming soon. So I'm going to actually shout him out. Please, guys, follow him. Thank you so much to whoever just donated. Much love. Please follow Wild Zoo Guy. Everybody knows that. I mean, most of you know that the Wild Zoo Guy is my brother, and he's pretty cool. So check him out, and he might start streaming soon. He's trying to get setups done and all that stuff. And yeah. If you do go to his his Twitch page as well, and click the About, you can find his link tree with all of his, well, he has a beacons, and it has all of his links to all of his social media, and he posts lots of fun animal facts and all that stuff. I'm watching you people here. Hello, taking pain meds and considering if I can later, quick question. How much longer do you estimate you will stream? Asking for a friend. Well, I will say that I have to end the stream by 4 p.m. because I have another meeting. But I will try to stream until then, but I might just have to end early. I don't know. I'm feeling okay right now. And it's been a fun chat so far. I haven't really gotten work done, but we've just been chatting and stuff. I believe we're in the same time zone. Watching you people? I'm not sure. Oh, wait, you might be an hour behind me. I'm in Eastern time, so currently it is almost 1 p.m. So 3 more hours. Yep, I thought we were in the same time. In fact, you are probably in EDT, not EST, because of daylight saving time. I usually just say ET because if I say EDT or EST or something, then it just gets confusing. And then somebody said that somebody was saying ET, and then they forgot that that we over here do set the clocks forward. So I'm still an hour off from the time they were saying. Because usually even though we're in different countries, our times are synced up, but their country does not do it. So, yeah, that's weird. Anyways, let me try to catch up on chat, I guess. And all these things are probably very far away now. Yes. Oh yes, you were talking about theater people. NX was saying I was the third tree. I remembered everyone's lines and quoted every word from TV shows and movies. Old habits die hard. That's fine. Onesimus asked, what was your favorite to do? And NX says, it was Gone with the Wind. I was the random guy in the store. Sounds fun, says Onesimus. Let's see. We are about to be in another ad very soon. I'm trying to catch up to this. Seth says you were only doing 4-hour stream today, correct? Well, technically, because I have to end at 4 o'clock, and since I started around 12, I guess. Let's see. Samar says it sounds like I'm saying Kawat, like Kawat with a W. And you emphasize it in saying correctly when you don't. Caught? I say caught, and then I say caught. Caught. Caught, caught, caught. And then you think caught sounds different from caught and caught. It's weird. We are saying weird words. And for those of you who just came in, you're probably very confused with what we're saying. Alright, let's see. Guys are about to be in an end. Now we're talking about shows and books. Okay, I think we're getting back. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, okay. Dream says us fossils are crumbling to dust right now, LOL. I don't think I think that's a bit dramatic. I need to log back in, but I don't think we're that behind. On ArtFight. Let's see what else. And who was it that donated? Oh, it was Unwatching. Okay, thank you for the donation. Internet. Oh, I get it. Okay. Oh, you were talking about fossils as in we're old. Yes, we are old people crumbling to dust because Odd Squad is new and Odd Squad is 10 years old now. I get it. I was about to say, whoa, what happened in ArtFight? Okay. People who are in ads are about to be back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back from the ads. There we go. And I don't know what's going on with Instagram. Hold on one moment. Welcome back, everyone. But it was also because we were both on Team Fossils. Yes, exactly. Alright, I think I've caught up with the chat now that the ads are over. Welcome back, and welcome back to my, my stream that I am now in the present, I think. Yes, Seth, I just said I don't know what's going on with co-host. Please wait 1 moment. Thank you for your patience. I'm watching you, people. Yes, I thought you were trying to say something funny, but then I realized you were saying internet. Yes, internet. Okay. Samara says, I am always MST. I don't believe in DST. Alright. Have I ever played a game called Compounding Your Joy? I haven't. Is that like a game online, or is that like a game... a not online game? Welcome Bambina as well here, I see. By the way, also a browser-based one. Feel free to put the link in the chat, so I can check it out. I'm going to also go to the wheel because I'm watching you is donated to the Ko-fi, so you get a share and sub wheel spin. Colonel is here. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. How are you? All right, let's go. Rhyme time. All right, let me know. What word do you want me to rhyme? I will make a rhyme for you. I'm watching you. Samara says, hello, Colonel. How is the doll? I guess we'll see on this session. Orange. Now, this is the thing. This is a funny story, another funny story about accents, and we were talking about pronouncing words earlier. Now, I'm watching you people. I know you're familiar with the New York Times games. Some people have played Strands. I don't know if you've played Strands before. But one day, the spanogram, the spanogram was orange, or colors, or something. I mean, it was rhymes. It was rhymes. It was rhymes. And the name of the puzzle was Door Hinge, and I was very confused. Because some people say that orange rhymes with door hinge, and I don't hear that. I mean, I hear what they are saying, but I don't think orange. I don't know. It probably sounds like it now that I'm saying it. Orange, door hinge. I think it's the inflection. So, I will have to do that because a lot of people say nothing rhymes with orange. So, Dorange, yes, Dorange would, but door hinge just makes it kind of weird to me. I don't know. Orange hinge. I will have to do that. More fringe. More fringe could work, but I still feel like I guess the space between the word and how I have to stop and then like it's not like orange, like orange, like it doesn't sound like that to me. It's like orange. So like porridge almost, but not. They aren't saying the H. Yes. Encourage. Yes, kind of like that. But anyways, I will say, I'm watching you people. Was wearing bright orange. She went to the door. Oh my goodness. No. I have to think for a second. Door binge. Oh, we're doing it with DoorDash. That's good. Yes. Okay. Good. I'm watching you people. Was wearing bright orange. She ordered some packages when she was on a door bench. That's the best I can do. Thank you. We're rhyme time. I'm watching people and I appreciate the tip. Much love. Una says, I mean, does it it does if you make it, but if that's allowed, what isn't? Exactly. You can say anything. Slant rhyme. Wordy is watching us people on hidden cameras. Yeah. So anyway, fun start to the stream. I guess we're just chatting and chatting and chatting. We were supposed to do a couple of sprints, but I don't know. We might just chat for a bit. Samar says slant rhymes are a whole subset of rhymes. Nice. I will love to look into it more. I will admit that I'm not the expert on different types of poems and rhymes. I would say I know a few of them, but then just the other day when I owed somebody a haiku, I accidentally said 757. No, wait. I said 757 instead of 575, which 575 is the structure of a haiku. But for some reason my brain said 757. And I had to redo the haiku. I knew I'm watching you people was gonna clip that. Thank you. Tamara says there is now garlic oil with flax meal all over my blanket thanks to a cat. Oh no! And the coincidental bad timing I'm watching you people says you're welcome. I don't think that's what I'm watching you was saying you're welcome for. But sorry about that, Samar. I know those cats can cause some chaos. But yes, cats, please be nice to Samar. Don't spill food. NX, welcome back. Yeah, so we're just hanging out. We're probably just gonna do some sprints, but feel free to keep chatting in the chat if you would like to. I see that NX is back and has brought co-host with him. Welcome back. Cats do the opposites of the NX. Samar says they think they deserve garlic oil. I think they don't deserve poison. Yeah, exactly. Cats should not eat certain things, and sometimes they want things because they don't know that they shouldn't have them. Una says, is there a poetry form with that metric, or should you name it and start a movement? Oh, naming 757 instead of being a haiku, it's an inverted haiku. Yes, garlic oil is one of the things that cats should not have. Yes, hopefully the cat does not get any garlic oil. Alright, so we're gonna see about starting a sprint, and then we can continue chatting. But first, NX has redeemed a prayer request for cats. Thank you so much for the prayer request. Much love. Samar says haiku came from the first part of a poetry form that went 57577. Got it. You just did the middle part. Oh, yes. Nice. Totally intentional. Alright, let's do a prayer. Dear Lord, thank you for everything you've done, everything you're doing, and everything you will do. Thank you for this stream today, and everyone who is in chat, everyone who is lurking, everyone who was here earlier, and everyone who will be here later. We do ask you to bless Samar and the cats right now, and all the cats around the world. We thank you for cats. You have created them, and they are kind creatures sometimes, and we do love them. And we ask you to bless them and protect them. In Jesus' name, amen. So, thanks so much for the prayer request. NX. We're heading into a riding sprint 15 minutes. Look out for all you sprinters out there. And here we go. I am going to try to... Oh yes, I got some things for some of my articles. So I'm gonna soon need to do a photo shoot and take images, pictures, photos of stuff for my articles, and then probably do some art for some of the articles, because I know some of them I'm going to do the blueprint background thingy. Oh yes, if Autumn is here, Autumn is not here. But, if Autumn arrives, please let me know, because last time Autumn had gotten, my keyboard to change, and I did not do it. Something happened, and I got distracted. So I will refund Autumn, but I still want to do the change of the keyboard. It was movement, I think. So since I'm going to be doing some, sprints, I will turn it on Ripple, since this is what Autumn had redeemed. And then we're going to try to make sure that my fingers are flying so that the keyboard can stay lit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think that... And X has redeemed randomness. Unfortunately, it won't be touching grass. Here's some randomness. I got this for my World Anvil article. I ordered a little bit of this very cheap, not official, astronaut freeze-dried ice cream for my World Anvil article. So, that's one of the things I was going to take pictures of. For the fun. Samar says Pumpkin knows about prayer enough that she sits calmly during it and mimics what humans do. Same with like meditation, so she was just calmly watching you. Once I was using an electric candle to focus for calming, and Pumpkin watched it too, and Tish came over and knocked it over. Oh no. Oh, Pumpkin, sweet Pumpkin. Yeah, sometimes animals do pray like that. Some animals have different ways of doing it. I can see that Tish is a little bit more enthusiastic about things. But yes, Samar says have portable grass. So basically I have grass here, but that was for spring. It's summer now. And NX would redeem randomness and want me to touch grass every time, but randomness is supposed to be random, not predictable. So that's why I'm doing something different. You guys are about to be in an ad! Exclamation point ad to let me know. Exclamation point back to let me know that you are back. 11 minutes on the clock for all you sprinters out there. And let me get to typing so that I can show you guys this cool keyboard. Alright, you guys should be back from the ads. Welcome back. Samar says... oh yes, Tish is why we don't have... You could grow cat grass than have purple grass. No, I had fake... It was fake grass. It was a fake strip of grass, and I had put it under my keyboard because NX wanted me to put it under my keyboard. Tish is why we don't have real candles. Understandable. Una says, maybe Tish doesn't want Pumpkin to commit cat treason by bonding with the human. Oh no. Samar says, actually, I touched the grass the other day. I need to remove it. Pesky Bermuda grass. Interesting. Una says, haha, removing it is basically the only acceptable way to touch grass where I live. Watching you says, gotta go be a mid-mod. Later, y'all. Okay, God bless, much success, sending prayers, love, and hugs your way always. I'm watching people. I appreciate you stopping by. Much love to you. Yep, co-host came back earlier when NX came back. I said, welcome back, NX, and NX have brought co-host with him. Let's see. We have 6 minutes and 18 seconds left on the clock for all you sprinters out there. Hello. Yes, I know. I just didn't want to do the grass. Sorry. Yes, it's a randomness. That means it's supposed to be something random and different every time. Yeah. It might come back soon. I don't know. Okay, bye. I know what I'm going to work on. First, I need to make sure I didn't actually, already write about it. I did not. Great. Thanks so much for the butterfly flutters. Samar. Oh, half the spy team was captured, but at least Samar escaped. Great job, Samar. We saw that last time NX was the one who sabotaged everything, so now this time NX is captured. I am going to write about something. We only have 4 minutes and 37 seconds left on the clock for you sprinters out there. Let me get to typing so that I can get you guys some good ASMR keyboard and some good lights going. Let's see. Samar says, I escaped and found out where they keep their highlighters for good highlighters and good pins. Nice. NX says, I saved Samar by doing the right thing. Samar had to. Samar had the flash drive and we needed that more. Good work. Samara says, oh, this thing holds up flash drive. Yes. Time's up. How did you guys do that sprint? I ended up doing 147 words. That was an interesting one. And I will Alright, let's catch up on the chat. I thought the goal was to take their best office supplies, says Samar. I found this in the highlighter box. I wondered why it had no ink and was red with a yellow lightning bolt. So I took it. And X says, no, the flash drive, because it holds equations for redacted information, and Will-O-Wisp needs it. Don't ask what redacted information means. It is not important. Samar says, oh, the equations thingy. I remember now. Is that this? And X says, that's what someone says. It's probably important. Great job at reporting 60 to the House Lapin, and X. Samar says, someone told me steal all their highlighters and pens, especially if they're weird. Bambina laughing in the chat. This is some good quality agent shenaniganery going on right now. But it's time to rest for 5 minutes. 5 minutes on the resting clock. Seth says, yeah, good quality roleplay. And X says, extra flash drives? Makes sense. Uno says, I thought, don't ask, is redacted. Bambina says, I'm trying so hard to paint something, but it's stressing me out. Oh no, what are you painting? Let us know in the chat what you're painting. Painting sounds lovely. I need to do some art myself. Seth is saying announcement. What do you mean? We got 3, 5, 4 on the clock for all you resting folks out there. From yesterday. Samara says drum roll. And X says, what are you painting, Bambina? Banana? Ta-da! Thank you for the drum roll. I got you, Samar says. Inex? Bambina says, I don't know, I'm just trying to paint anything to be honest, but I have always struggled with it. I was able to get the materials to use, but I haven't done more than make a few strokes. Bambina, do you want an idea of what to paint? Or are you, just trying to do whatever you want? NX says, how about fruit salad? Fruit salad? Yummy, yummy. Bambina says also, you kind of gave me an idea about it. Chicken Alfredo? Beef stew? Popcorn? Bambina says, I could use some ideas. Yeah, so do you have a canvas that you don't mind? Because sometimes if you aren't feeling it and you just really want to just do strokes and paint and colors and stuff like that, you can go ahead and just try something abstract. I personally like abstract. I know not everybody does, but I personally do like abstract art. So if you just have a feeling that you want to convey, or some colors you want to use, or some kinds of strokes you want to use, you could just try just painting what you feel. But that doesn't work for everybody. Some people want to actually paint a thing. So if you want to paint a thing, Bambina says, wait, chicken Alfredo is literally my favorite food. If you want to paint chicken Alfredo, that would be interesting. And X says, nice, how about you draw chicken Alfredo with garlic bread and red wine? Bambina says, I guess so. One of my old sketchbooks and put colors on it. It's not really nice in my opinion. Yeah, understandable. Samara says, happy little tree. Yes, exactly. Bambina says, all of that, hold the wine though. Yeah, same with me. Mine would be, if I had that for one, unpopular opinion, but I don't care for chicken Alfredo because it has the creamy sauce. I rather, red kinds of sauce. Tomato-based sauce. Yeah, sorry. I know you like that. Samar was here last time. We were talking about mayonnaise and cheese and all those things and how I don't care for that. Yeah. Bambina says, I get it. I like me some tomato, though, too. Yes. But yes, I would have... I know you love chicken Alfredo. You've even put notes in the box that say chicken Alfredo NX. But the thing is, with that, I would... Yes, womp womp. I would have that hold the wine as well, but I guess I would hold the chicken Alfredo, too. But yeah, okay. You're getting me now. You're mad. But yeah, I rather have sparkling water than wine. I don't drink that. Alrighty, 15 minutes on the clock for all you smurchers out there, and you guys are about to be in an ad. If you are in an ad, exclamation point ads, let me know, exclamation point back, to let me know that you're back, and co-host is back, so he should be able to tell me properly this time. So just garlic bread, says Bambina, yes. And I love garlic bread. Garlic bread is so good. It's my favorite. Tamar says, my cat Banshee thought Bambina was her being called, growled at the garlic oil, then fled at the epic fail noise. Oh no, these cats are... sorry. Sorry, cats. Oh, Banshee, it's okay. And X says, sparkling water with chicken Alfredo? Heresy! Blasphemy! Okay. I'm gonna join with same words, and we're gonna type. Bambina. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Oh, I was about to type because I scrolled up and saw you started the heist. So if you started the heist, you're already in. SMR says you are already in. You don't need to join again. You just accidentally joined without a number. The first time you did it, it said heist 100, so they didn't count it because the number was too high. But then the second time you did it, you had no number, and then you're in now. Yeah, sorry. We're gonna start another one then. Let me join it this time. I don't have to add a number either. Alright. We'll see what happens. Oh! All of us were captured except for Samar. Great job, Samar. And X is lurking. God bless, much success. Sending prayers, love, and hugs your way always. I appreciate you stopping by the chat. Much love. Bambino says, I remember watching a stream where the streamer's friend had the same name as me, and every time she said her name, I jumped. Yeah. Something similar happened to me, I think. But I don't think it was a stream. Samar says, I am now thinking someone knew the drive was in there, and knew if I got caught this way, I would know nothing. Yes. But you got caught this time. You all hanging out with an X. Yes, we are all captured with an X. Seth, you can announce it. I wasn't going to announce anything in particular, but if you want to talk about it, you can. Samara says, I found these cool, colorful notebooks with index dividers, though. Cool. Nice. Bambino says, even though Next gave me an interesting idea of what to paint, I could use some ideas of things to try. So what kind of art do you like? What is your favorite kind of art? Do you like a particular kind of artist? Do you like a particular kind of art? Like, do you have art on your wall? Is it of landscapes, or is it of still life, or do you have art from a particular artist for a certain reason? Do you like portraits, or do you not really like art in that way, or do you not have art? Samara says, what kind of paint are you using? That's another good question. But I would ask, do you want this to be something you want to display in your house? If so, what colors and art would go with your decor? And what, like, if it's in a kitchen, maybe something food related, or if it's in the living room, something like that you would want to display, or do you not want it displayed? That would be my question. The content creator queen is here. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for lurking. God bless much success and prayers. Love and not your way always. I appreciate you. Bambino says, I love all kinds, to be honest. I would like to paint landscapes, nature, but also I love making characters and drawing them with my comics. Stylistically, I'm all over the place, but I want to try some new things. It's hard, though. Okay, you want to try new things. Now that you've told me you want to try new things, what is something that you haven't done? You said you've done comics with your characters. You said you would like to paint landscapes. Are you saying you've done it before, or is that going to be considered something new, or is that considered not new? Bambino says, I was messing with acrylics at first, but now I'm attempting to use some... I'm not going to pronounce that right. I really don't know how to pronounce some of these words because I see them written, but then once I try to say them, then you guys just, Landscapes, nature is pretty new for you. Yes, okay, good, 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 good. I think you should start with the landscape. What is your favorite type of landscape? Do you like rolling hills? Do you like flat, plain grass? Do you want trees? Do you want it to be winter, spring, summer, fall? What are you feeling right now? Want it to be desert? You want it to be beach? You want it to just be sky and clouds? Mamina says, I've never been good at painting objects either. Probably more local stuff. Sandy-ish dirt. Sea rocks and the occasional palm. I also would like to try forests and mountains. Alright. So, if you could draw a beach and draw a forest and draw a mountain right now, which one would you do? Out of those three. Probably a beach. Nice! Okay, so how about you get started on a beach. You can draw the sand. Paint the sand. You can paint the sky. You can try to do a few poems. As you said, that objects would be new to you as well. So a palm tree could be a good starting point to start objects. If it's from far away, then you might not be able, you could just like litter the beach with little specks, but if it's a closer one of dirt, you could try to draw little shells, starfish or something like that in the sand. Waves in the water and stuff like that. It would be lovely to see your beach painting. Let me know when you're done. Benamina says, thank you for giving me the ideas. It's a little daunting, but it's very helpful to think of the things I want to paint first. Yeah, you know, I wanted to have a stream where we just sit in a voice chat and just like, you know, like painting with a twist, kind of, where people are like all in the same room painting, but only we sit in a Discord voice chat or something while on stream, and some of us can share a screen, and we will just be all painting the same thing, like painting the same thing, but in our own style. That's what I've wanted. For a while to do a stream like that, and I thought about doing it for Arttober, which they, you know, some people do Inktober, some people don't like Inktober, but still October is a lot of art prompts are released every day, so I was thinking doing it for that. And I know like North Heel does real painting sometimes, like IRL painting. But even if you're a digital artist or something, you could do it as well. If you're doing IRL painting, you could still join too. And I was thinking about having it where the chat is open for people to chat, even if they're not able to share their screen or anything, because we're kind of just all together and doing art. But I wasn't able to get it in time for last Arttober at least. But it's coming back up so fast. It's almost like summer's over already. So I don't know. I might think about it. Oh no! Already. Thumbs up! How did you guys do that sprint? Let me know in the chat. I didn't do as much as I should have. one. I still didn't make it where I could post the article. Only 104 new words. NX is back. Welcome back to the stream. Alright, we're gonna rest for 5 and start another sprint soon. 5 minutes on the resting clock. Guess he's back again, yes. I believe it is, I don't want to say Backstreet Boys. Alright, probably. You guys are about to be in an ad, exclamation point, ads to let me know, exclamation point, back to let me know that you're back. Content Creator Queen says got it. Alright, you guys are back. Welcome back from the ads. of 111 on the clock for all you resting folks out there. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I did not sing that correctly. But NX says, anybody get that reference? It's from an old sitcom. And I know the song, but I still can't say what the show was. Hey, the spy team successfully accomplished the mission. Great job, Bambina and NX. Seconds on the resting clock. All right, time to sprint. 15 minutes in the clock for all these countries out there. Teacher's name starts with K. Okay. was pretty good. We have 6 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock for all these sprinters out there. Sorry. 4:13 on the clock for all you sprinters out there. You guys are about to be in an ad. Exclamation point ad to let me know. Exclamation point God. Let me know that. 561 words. Great. $310 new words for Millie's. Great job. Alright. I didn't know that I did that well. So I've got an article in the back pocket. I'm probably going to try some more. MisterTeechurWrites, I think it is. Hello, hello, hello. First time chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. How are you? Five minutes on the resting clock for all you resters out there. Be sure to rest and stretch, hydrate, welcome in, Mr. Teacher. And access shout out to MisterTeechurWrites. My back just popped in the best way. Yes, exactly. This is what I do. My back keeps getting scrunched in. My neck gets scrunched in. My fingers get scrunched in. It's good to just roll your shoulders. Stretch. And all that. Because lately I've been feeling very scrunched in. And I need to stretch. And then my legs have been feeling sore for some reason. I'm trying to figure out why they're feeling sore. And I did a lot of standing up and walking yesterday. And I was like, why are my legs so sore? I have no idea. And you would think that by it being summer camp and I've been sitting down trying to work, why would my legs be sore? So I have no idea. Blammers is here. Hello, hello, hello. Also, welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. We have 3 minutes and 10 seconds left on the resting clock. And then we're going to jump into another 15-minute sprint. How is everybody doing today? Mr. Teacher says, I finished one of my best favorite articles last night and I am lurking so I can get critique. I am excited to hear some feedback. Yeah, so are you a World Ambolite kind of article, or you have some other kind of article? Regardless, if you want to redeem, check out my work, please. You can do that, and I can read the article on stream. So yeah, feel free to redeem the check out my work, please. It's called now. We talked about this the other day. It's not called Read My Article Please anymore. And it used to be Read My Article Please because it was mainly World Anvil people. But some people were like, well, what if it's a Google Doc? What if it's an art piece? You're at 200 points? Okay. 15 minutes on the clock for all you smirchers out there. Thank you for the lurking then. Whenever you're ready, thank you so much for lurking. Hopefully we can check your work out soon. We've got 15 minutes on the clock for all you sprinters out there. And if you are wanting to join us in the Discord, feel free to click that link that handsome co-host just put in the chat. Kofi Streambot also in the chat lets you know that if you do donate while I'm live, fun things can happen. If you actually visit my Kofi page and support, you can get special wheels today being spun. I'm also doing a promo on subs, but if you do donate to my Kofi, PayPal, or Cash App, it would be better and much appreciated because I get the money immediately. But Twitch subs and cheered bits are good too. Much love. Also, the vines of your stream is immaculate vibes. But yes, when you said that, I was like, wait, are you saying vines as in TikToks? Because I was about to say, wow. I didn't think that the vines of my stream were that good. I just post clips sometimes. Either if I clip something or if people clip stuff, then I just end up sharing them to Instagram or TikTok or YouTube because Twitch encourages you to do that. So when you said that, I was like, wait, what? Okay, well, thanks. But you meant vibes, but yes, thank you regardless. I'm glad that you find the vibes here pretty chill. We've got 13:10 on the clock for all you sprinters out there. So feel free to join the Discord if you want to join us in the channel. We are currently in the Sprint Shack for summer camp. But if you would like to just stay right where you are in the comfort of your Twitch chat, you can do that as well.
Obligatory associate.
Thank you so much for following. Much love. Also, if you do follow my channel, you get more points automatically. I thought you were already following. So you can probably get that redeemed faster by following now. 9:41 on the clock for all you sprinters out there. Mr. Teacher says, I can decide which one, humans or Feast Day of St. Lucia. Can you pick? Humans is interesting. I have articles called humans. In all my worlds, I have articles called humans. So I like to see how other people do their human articles. But you can choose whichever one you want. But I would lean towards humans. Is that a species? Because if it is, then I would be very interested to see how you do it. Because I like to see how other people do their human articles. Alright, thanks so much. Mr. Teacher has redeemed. Check out my work, please. In one moment, thank you for your patience. Five for one on the clock for all you sprinters out there. I'm about to read the article in one moment. Thank you for your patience. We were in the middle of a sprint. And then I have to get a message. Some of you guys are about to be in an ad anyway. If you are in an ad, exclamation point ad to let me know, exclamation point back to let me know that you are back. I will get this article up to read soon. Looks like an interesting article. I have it up now. After the ads, we will go ahead and read it. We might as well finish the sprint, and then we will go ahead and read the article. By MisterTeechurWrites. Thank you so much for redeeming. Read my work, please. Alright, 313 on the clock for all you sprinters out there. Gonna join the heist. We've got 1 minute and 48 seconds on the clock for all you sprinters out there, and some of you guys should be back in the ads. If you're back in the ads, welcome back. We are about to read an article in about 1 minute and 30 seconds by MisterTeechurWrites. Oh no, Bambino came back, but the spy team was the whole spy team was caught. The whole spy team was spotted. Trying to sneak in. You can't even blame NX this time. NX was not here. Bambino says I had to sneeze. Well, bless you. Time's up. How did you guys do that sprint? I did 104 words, it seems. Okay. Alright, time's up for that sprint. Mr. Teacher Writes. Are you still here? Let me know in the chat if you are still here, Mr. Teacher Writes. NX has returned. Sorry, while you were gone, you missed that Bambina and I were captured in the heist. And we couldn't even blame you because you were not there. Mr. Teacher Writes is still here. Delivering 356 words to Iloris. Great job on the words. Mr. Teacher Writes is also a Tome Knight. Epic. Alright, so it's time to read. And I'm gonna say, it's time to read this article. I don't think it was written in World Number of 2019. Maybe reset the article date, but this is the Human article. Great job to an X. 405 words to House Laughing. Okay, this is Human. And I know it was up in the chat somewhere, but some of you guys can go back to the link if you want to read it along. Now, I will say that I did see you said you liked my keyboard. Thank you so much. It can change colors and change effects. Somebody wanted me to make it have the ripple effect, so that's why it's like dark right now until I start typing on it. But I'm glad you like it. Human. The mortal soul is not a mistake of creation, but its most deliberate contradiction. Eternitas Magna, Book of Origins. I see that this has a tooltip. Great. Okay. The humans of the world are not formed from the necessity of some unseen forces of chaos, but rather from a desire. Specifically, humans emerged from the want and desire of Diem to change within the still realm. The still realm, perfect and inert in all instances, longed to experience motion, decay, growth, choice, and consequence. This combined longing from the native Diem of the still realm manifested as a second world, which changed, grew, decayed, and gave birth to new ideas. Of these ideas came humans. According to Eternus Magna, humans carry within themselves the great contradiction of both stability and transformation, to change themselves while remaining wholly themselves, capable of learning, adjusting themselves to be ambitious and to be unwilling, all qualities that the spirits found fascinating. Perception and sensory capabilities. Change is the human's gift and curse. It grants us the power to rise, but tempts us always to fall. Saint Lucia to Leocades. 390. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Unlike the Diem, whose essence is shaped by the eternal constancy of the still realm, mankind was forged with the capacity for infinite change, where flora and fauna adapt to the conditions that shape them, and Diem remain as reflections of primordial truths. Humans are alone in possessing the ability to alter themselves, not by nature, but by choice, by revelation, and by will. This is the great distinction. Moral agency, the capacity to discern right from wrong, to act in accordance with or in defiance of the great balance. In this, humanity surpasses even the eldest of spirits, not in power, but in potential. Through each choice a human makes, they either deepen or diminish the balance. This influence is not metaphorical, but literal. The great balance is a living harmony that binds the realms of stillness and change, and when a mortal enters into communion with a spirit, whether through reverence, pact, or violation, they do more than touch the divine. They tilt the axis of all things. Leocades 1. The Rise and Fall. Nowhere is this sacred bird more clearly seen than in the tragedy of Leocades. Leocades 1, or Leocades the First, the last emperor of Akkadian Empire. His reign, long remembered for its grandeur, descended into madness and ambition. In his thirst for power, he broke the balance, desecrating countless lives, both moral and spirit alike. Mortal and spirit alike. So profound was the imbalance that the great balance itself rebelled against him. Thus was born the first Daemon King, or Demon King. His soul blackened and overtaken by twisted spirits. Dume Corruptius, drawn to his malice. His transformation marked the beginning of the end for the Akkadian Empire. In the wake of his horror, the children were slain, his council devoured, and the empire that had endured 1,000 years collapsed in fire and ash. Only through intercession of Saint Lucia, the blessed seer and the first to cross the veil willingly and return, was the Demon King cast down. Her act of sacrifice and balance became the fulcrum by which the Lucian faith was born, rising from the ruin of empire to bring healthy harmony and understanding of the Diem to a scarred world. Prophecies of the Balance. To speak to a spirit is to cast a stone into still waters. Even the smallest word can make waves that echo across eternity. Book of Debates, 1310. To this day, theologians and mystics debate the fate of the Lucian faith, just as the Akkadian Empire had ruled in pain for 1,000 years before the balance righted itself. Some whisper that the faith, too, may one day grow arrogant in its righteousness and suffer a fall of equal magnitude. For all human works, even those born of truth and light, cast shadows. Yet this is the destiny of humanity. We are not made to be still. We were made to walk in the shifting line. Walk the shifting line between creation and destruction, hope and fear, mercy and wrath. The Diem grants us their power, not out of trust, but out of understanding, for they know we are creatures of change. In this sacred communion, both worlds are refined. In human frailty, the divine sees itself, and in spirit constancy, we learn what we may become, or resist becoming. Common taboos. Despite their versatility, humans are considered extremely fragile and weak to most Diem, especially those who have not made pacts with the Diem to gain access to their magics. Humans are more easily corrupted when pact magic is abused, which cause their forms to become corrupted by forces beyond their understanding. There's a very loud horn outside. Lifespan 50 to 70 years, Homo sapiens. Average height, male 5'5" to 5'7", female 5 to 5'2". That is a very loud horn outside. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It sounds like a tugboat. Male 132 to 150 pounds, female 110 to 125 pounds. Geographic distribution, Azora, changing realm. Oh my goodness. It's like they're trying to get somebody's attention. Akkadian Empire. Okay, well, that's that. Thanks so much to MisterTeechurWrites for letting me read that article on stream. And I'm gonna follow the world. And I am going to give you the Summer Jam sticker for letting me read your article on stream. Much love to you. Alright, we're gonna go to the waiting screen because I'm trying to see what's going on outside. Oh, it's Barbarosa Sparklebeard! I didn't know that was your name on Twitch. MisterTeechurWrites? Okay, well, glad to give you a sticker. Alright, I will put you guys on the waiting screen briefly. And I should be back soon. Thank you for your patience. Hello, 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 I'm back. Okay, so it was a garbage truck who was honking at my neighbor. And then I had to take care of some other things, but I'm back. It's not a tug car. It's not a secret goose that turned into a car. So dream. Great job, Bambina, for winning that heist. Fanfic Guy says merp. Hello, Fanfic Guy, how are you? Una says, I like how that article flows. Mr. Teacher says, thank you very much. Una says, good balance in describing nature and giving some history. Fanfic Guy throws a bag of goodies into the chat, wondering who might be the first to snag it. And Bambina has caught it. Alright. I'm turning the cookie back on. Alright, let's go for another sprint. Why didn't that work? Why is my... No. Doing something weird. Okay. Anyways, Fanfic tells Bambina that they just obtained a potion called Rider's Passion and a notepad and a set of quills imbued with almost limitless ink on the tip. Well, that sounds pretty good. Only Bambina's not writing right now. Bambina's painting, I think. Bambina says, well, thanks, I will definitely hold on to this for later. Oh, I didn't say now. Okay, let's reset this. The sprint just begins now. Shira Fox is here. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. How are you? Shira Fox is another writing streamer. Fanfic Guy's another writing streamer. I'm hanging in there. How are you and your crew? Well, same. Oh no! So I tried to reset the thing, but it's not working, so the sprint is being annoying. Let's see. 14 minutes, yep. Let's make it 14. There we go. Okay. I'm okay. We were just trying to do some sprints and stuff like that. Sending love and hugs your way always as well. Bambina says, I can share the progress of my painting so far. I'm actually enjoying it. Ah, I'm glad. Please do share. Now you're in my Discord, right? You can put it in stream chat. Do you know where the stream chat channel is in the Discord? You can put it there, and I can see it on the while I'm streaming. Bambino says, I'm in there and I'll find it. Nice. If you need help finding it, let me know. What's your name in the Discord again? Because I could just tag you there. I forgot what your name is. Oh, I see you typing. Ooh. Bambino says, it's very messy, but I'm gonna start cleaning it up. Let me see how to pronounce this word. Did I see it a lot? Gouache. Gouache? Thanks so much for the lurk. God bless, much success. And for some actually always fanfic guy. I appreciate you. Thank you for the butterflies, Psy Red Fox as well. It's very messy, but I'm gonna start cleaning it up. Gouache is a really pretty paint. I might use it more often, and I might have to use different paper too. So I'm gonna go ahead and show it on stream. For Bambino. So here we go. This looks pretty cool. Uh-oh. Here we go. That's nice. I like it. Great job. It looks pretty awesome. That's lovely. Thank you so much for sharing. We have 8 minutes and 51 seconds left on the clock for all you sprinters out there. Those are really lovely. Those are little happy trees. I see. Happy little trees. Alright, much success with whatever you guys are working on. We are gonna try to continue the sprint. only unlocked a weird page. Oh, I know what I was working on. Did I join Saint? Did I even join? Alright, I did not join. 6:43 on the clock for all you sprinters out there. Let me see if I can get something done. You guys are about to be in an ad. If you are in an ad, exclamation point ad to let me know. Exclamation point back to let me know that you're back. We have 4:44 on the clock for all you sprinters out there. Bambina's back from the ads. Welcome back. Alright, how'd you guys do that sprint? Let me know. 362 on my end. I'm gonna have to add some word similes. 258 words, okay. Not bad. Alrighty, how do you guys do in that sprint? Any tone knights in the house? Alrighty, let's see. We're gonna start the 5-minute break shortly. And I think the stream will probably have about an hour left time. Alright, the people who are in the server have reported their words, and then I'm going to start the resting clock for 5 minutes. Alright. 5 minutes on the resting clock. Remember to stretch, hydrate, rest your eyes, take a bio break, whatever you need to do. should I talk about another thing now? What I'm trying to do is get a lot of bare bones stuff together for my summer camp articles. I'm not submitting them yet, but I am just getting some words so that I can neaten them up and submit them one by one. But I just need to get the main idea onto the page, just so I can keep up with my accountability buddy. I've caught up. In fact, I think I'm slightly ahead of them right now, because they said they were going to try to finish an article, and I already did it and submitted it, but I didn't think they did yet. We will see at check-in. But I still want to kind of have an idea for some of these articles, so I'm not just flailing, because I'm letting them choose which articles they're working on, and I'm going to work on the same one they're working on. And so far I've been able to do it. Some of them I was like, wait, what should I do here? But I've been coming up with some okay ideas. But it's never bad to just get the words onto the page, and then organize it later, just so I can already be thinking about it. Then I can have time to get the art and all that jazz. I'm gonna join with the same words, and I'm probably gonna switch documents midway, but I'm just still gonna join with the same words. Great job to MisterTeechurWrites for giving Iluris 287 more words. Great job, Tom Knights. We've got 53 seconds left on the resting clock. Be sure to stretch, get yourself a snack, take a bio break, hydrate, whatever you need to do. Alrighty. The sprint begins. 15 minutes on the clock for all you sprinters out there. Adam Fighter's here. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. How are you? So I got out of that one. And I could still do that too if I'm not going to do it.
What took you so long?
Hey, welcome to the stream. It's Elhawk. Welcome in. How are you? Shout out to Elhawk. Elhawk is another writing streamer. A game of tones, Tone Night. Pretty cool. Internet is cooperating at least. I am glad the internet is cooperating. Type by Night says, Block it. Welcome in, welcome in. How are you all? And how was your stream? I'm gonna say 457 words. So I got 95 new words there. Then I'm going to add that to I got a flash fiction piece posted, so there's that. Yay! Congratulations on the flash fiction piece. If you have a link to share, feel free. If it's not public yet, no worries. If you don't want to share, no worry. But congratulations on the publishing. Saban is here. Welcome to the stream. Ooh, Elhawk also posting the link that you were working on. Great job. I'm okay. How are you? Welcome in. And Saban wants me to read The Dead Zone. Natural Law. Alright, let's see. For those of you who are sprinting, we have 9 minutes and 12 seconds left on the clock. We're gonna read this article. Thanks so much to Saban for the redeem. Also, everybody check out Elhawk's article or post. This is a short fiction piece. Very short. So do check it out by clicking the link that Elhawk has put in the chat. Alright, the Dead Zone. There was a time when the double eclipse caused such upheaval that it threw the entire world into chaos. When the light of the sun was gone, all the plants died. The first ray of the returning sun struck the ground, returning life to that area. Everywhere else was a dead zone. The next 9 double eclipses expanded the fertile range and created new fertile ranges. These new ranges also expanded with the subsequent double eclipses. Sacramenti, Dragon Historian. Now, some of you guys are about to be in an ad. This is a relatively short article, but if you were in an ad, exclamation point ad, so let me know, exclamation point back to let me know that you were back. That was a good teaser. We're just gonna give a little minute and then come back to it because we don't want anybody to miss it due to ads. We still have 7 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock for all you sprinters out there, so if you do want to continue the sprint, you can. And once we're back from ads, we will continue that article. What should I do? Ah, yes, of course, I can write about that. Alright. Well, you guys should be back in the ads book. Welcome back. And we are about to continue the article by Siobhan. We have 4 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. Oh, why did I switch the screen? It was already on the right screen. Okay. Manifestation. With the double eclipse of 2513 BTO, when darkness covered the entire land, all vegetation withered and died. This happened in less than 5 minutes. Trees died and fell to the ground. Grain died and rotted in the fields. Flowers dried up and blew away. Animals who needed vegetation to live began dying out as they traveled in search of food once the sun came back. The dragons, fae, and humans went to war over the few resources that returned on that day. As more fertile land became available for the combatants, spread out to take advantage of the new resources. The Land of the Dead Zone became a desert for 203 years before life began returning in a miraculous fashion. There led to many predictions about the double eclipse being the cause of the end of the world. The Fellowship of the Double Eclipse believe they need to be prepared for history to repeat itself. Wood that was burned for heat at night between the manifestation of the dead zone and the fertility of the world returning threw off pink flames. Localization. The first fertile zone within the dead zone was located in what would become Shay. Each subsequent double eclipse during the unending war created new zones and expanded on those previously created. By the year 225 BTO, all of Corriginda, sorry if I pronounced it wrong, was once again fertile and bustling with life. Interesting. It is a metaphysical and supernatural event or law. Thank you so much to Siobhan for sharing. I didn't know I wasn't following this world. Is this a new world? Or just read your articles and follow your author without following the world? Anyways, I'm following now, and thanks for letting me read your article on stream. I have awarded it a summer camp sticker. So thanks so much to Siobhan for sharing that. That does make me very curious about your world and about the processes, because it is my original world from my novel. Yeah, was this the one that I read from before? I thought that I was following it, but maybe I wasn't. I know I'm following you as an author, but I don't know if I was following your world. I guess I just wasn't following the world. Okay. Let's see, we're gonna add 22 words to this. What did I just report? 457, so 79. 479 is what I have to report. Okay. You guys have 45 seconds left in the sprint. Thank you so much to Siobhan for sharing that. I was going to ask, you said in like 5 minutes that happened, that everything started withering. So, is this a world where, like, there's no nighttime at all? Or does nighttime not affect the plants like that because the eclipse was something different? Because it seemed like all the plants knew that this eclipse was different, and it was literally taking away their life force. Because there's something... I don't know. Very interesting. Okay. Nighttime does not affect affect the plants like that. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So I was wondering, like, was there something more about the eclipse than just being dark that caused the plants to do this? Because that was very, very dire, the situation that happened. And there were multiple of these double eclipses or something like that. That's very interesting. You have a very interesting world and characters, and I would love to see how these characters react to the that happening. That sounds very devastating as well. To suddenly all the plants just shrivel up instantly, and then they started fighting over everything, which is understandable because there was so much stuff going on. Okay, we've got 117 new words for Mouse Movies. Okay. Savon says, the double eclipse usually has a major effect on my world. Yeah. That's very interesting. Sue says, for a novel, that's intriguing. But does the novel happen during one of these times where there's been a double eclipse, or is that just history in your novel? There will be a double eclipse during my series. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's a lot. Alright, everyone has reported their words in the server. And we're gonna go on a 5-minute rest. 5-minute rest, 5-minute rest. Alright, remember to stretch, hydrate, snack, bio, all the stuff. So I take it the eclipse is a major part of your novel then. Content creator Clayton says, have a great stream. I will see you around the Discord. God bless, much success, sending prayers, love, and hugs your way always. I appreciate you stopping by. Much love. Hopefully I'll have something for you soon as well. Keep an eye on your Discord DMs. It's going to be 1:46 on the clock for all you resters out there. And once we get into it, we can start. "35 seconds left on the resting clock." Alright, 15 minutes of the clock for all you sprinters out there. Here we go. Some of you guys are about to be in the ad. If you are in an ad, exclamation point ad, so let me know. Exclamation point back to let me know you're back. Welcome in, Price Driver. How are you? Got 12 minutes and 19 seconds left on the clock for all you sprinters out there. Chrysler says, doing well, just trying to do some articles today. Well, much success with the articles. How many articles have you done so far? All right. Chrysler, you should be back from the ads. Welcome back. You said 17 and this one is 18, but I have a few more planned. Awesome. Congratulations on the plans. Much love. Firestarter says species in gold list. Can I do an article that it talks about 2 elves to Christmas elves transformation? Or is that silly? No. That's not silly at all. Transforming from the traditional elf to a Christmas elf is really cool. I would love to hear that article. Firestarter says, okay, wanted to make sure it was a good article and not silly because it is not necessarily about species, but about the actual process of becoming the other. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. We got 2 minutes and 48 seconds on the clock for all you sprinters out there. Coffee stream buzz in the chat to let you know that if you do donate while I'm live, fun things can happen. And we have 1 minute and 45 seconds left on the clock for all you sprinters out there. And we're about to probably leave after this sprint. But if you do donate, that would be greatly appreciated. Much love to you all. Especially if you use Kofi or Cash App or PayPal, as it gets me the money instantly. I do appreciate the subscriptions and bits as well on Twitch, but those payouts do take a month to process, and I will not get it right away. We've got 1 minute and 2 seconds left on the clock for all these sprinters out there. Thumbs up, how did you guys do that sprint? Oh. Drowsy, drowsy sprint. $186. It's saying the 2 minutes and 49 seconds are still left. That's fair, right? There it is. That was an old message. 164 new words for us millies. Your adopt the L-Hawk for the 190 words for House Sorpada. L-Hawk says, and now off to J-Job. Good words, everyone. God bless. Much success. Sending prayers. Love and hugs away always. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel and for the raid. Much love to you, Lee. I'm glad your internet was cooperating.
Hey! Yoo-hoo! Look at me!
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. If you are till night, please do bring out your words. We are about to raid very soon. So, thank you so much for sprinting with me, chatting with me, chatting in the chat, talking about lots of fun stuff. Let's see. Okay, we got it. Let's see who we can raid. King says, thanks for stream. Thank you for hanging out with us. I see Sable. I don't know if Sable's leaving. It says Sable's only been online for 30 minutes. I doubt Sable is leaving already. We're gonna raid Sable. Thank you guys so much. God bless, much success. Any prayers, love, and hugs. I always say I appreciate y'all stopping by. Thanks for all the chatting and stuff in the chat. We're just gonna head over to Sable. We're gonna do this raiding. If you copy this in the chat and paste it so Sable will know that Pretty Girl sends love. And tomorrow I plan to try to stream at 11 a.m. Eastern time. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. I was late today. And I have a lot of stuff going on, but we'll see. Then on Sunday, I'm going to do it in 6 a.m. stream, 6 a.m. Eastern time, for Oh How, 100 hours of writing, which this time it says the weekend of writing wildly, I believe. I don't think it's quite 100 hours, but it is a lot of writing streamers raiding into each other, and I will be in the slot at 6 a.m. Eastern time. So that is that, and then I'm going to try to do Seth's stream next week as well, so we'll see about that. God bless and much love. Bye.